So let's get into the cheese, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the gold. Depression. So right now, I am the most depressed I've ever been in my whole ding-dong life. Why? Who knows? But at least I know it's actual depression as opposed to something happened and or maybe something did happen, but I just haven't linked it back to. But for whatever reason, I am the true definition of depressed. I have really no reason to be sad. Um, and I'm in therapy as well. Man, therapy is amazing. Uh, if you're struggling with anything, even if you're, I mean, with who's not struggling with something, but even if you think you're a perfect person, I recommend going into therapy. Um, well, definitely if you think you're a perfect person, but even if you think you have nothing going on or your life's going good, just having someone to talk to about whatever, I don't know, I think it's great. Um, but yeah, I've been in therapy and he definitely has assured me that it's definitely just depression. And I'm going to be trying some medication soon, so I'll definitely update you guys on that as well. Um, but it's a terrible thing. It's absolutely terrible. Um, it is. It's this dark. It turns your brain into a rain cloud and just makes every small bad thing so much worse. Every good thing not as good. It makes when people there's nothing people can do to make you feel better. Um, and when people ignore it or pretend there's nothing going on, it makes it that much worse. So just so you guys know, if you have a friend or someone in your life that is obviously down, ignoring it, and for me at least, I guess, take this with a grain of salt. Ignoring it and treating them like normal isn't good. It doesn't help. It makes it worse. Um, and and I realize this is a little weird. It's like, why is this guy talking about it? He's going to therapy. He's trying medication. Just being open. And heck, I would have said this at the beginning of the Ding Dong podcast, but I didn't want to bring people down. And, if this is bringing you down, skip forward or click off, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real, you know what I'm saying? Um, just keeping it 55th Street. Um, but yeah, so it's, I'm just, laying it out there. I am depressed and it is absolutely terrible, but I'm doing all the things that I can do to make it better. Going to therapy. My doctor and my therapist both think that just the only thing that'll really make it better is medication because there's a chemical imbalance. There just simply is. Because again, and I've said this before, I've got I've got an amazing family. I've practically won the lottery with my family, and no, it is not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. But one, what is perfect? The things that make it not perfect make it perfect in some ways. It's really weird, but but um let me. My doctor and my therapist both. I'm just reading my transcriber. My doctor and my therapist both think that just the only thing. Okay, so yeah, it's just a chemical imbalance. So that's the thing that makes it so terrible. Is I know I should be feeling good. I mean, no, my life isn't perfect and not everything is, happy and rainbows. But still, there's, man, depression, it's, and here's the thing. I didn't know depression meant something going on as opposed to just, your girlfriend breaks up with you and now you're sad, or a family member passes away and now you're sad for a little bit, you know what I mean? Depression is, to my understanding, and I'm no doctor, in case you didn't know, is something, some sort of thing where your brain is wired or something won't allow you to be happy, and that's the thing, you want to feel sad, almost literally. That's how it feels. I want to feel sad, but obviously I don't want to feel sad. But your brain thinks like it makes you feel like, yeah, that sad feeling is good. You want to cry. You want to feel bad. It's terrible. And if there's anybody in your life that you think is dealing with it, then go easy on them. You know what I mean? Because they are in a very fragile frame of mind right now, very fragile. And the smallest things turn into huge things, and the huge things turn into massive things. So, but I am getting medication Tuesday, so I will on the next podcast I'll fill you guys in on how that's going. I've tried it before. I've tried medication before, and probably, I don't even know, a year ago or something. Let me take a drink of water real quick. I blocked the mic when I took a drink of water. Let me know if that helped. What was I talking about? Okay, so I'm getting medication Tuesday. I've tried it before, and I was told there could be side effects, and I don't, and this was a year ago, so I don't, it's a little hazy, but I had this weird, so right off the bat, you take it, or I take this specific one, I don't remember what the name was, but you were supposed to take it before you go to sleep, which I did. And I had the weirdest dreams, where the dreams themselves were just trippy. I don't remember exactly what they were. I gotta adjust the mic real quick. I don't remember exactly what the dreams were, but they were really, like, they felt really realistic. Really realistic. And I just woke up and I was like, what the frick? And then I woke up and I still felt, I felt like I was like what I imagine Xanax would feel like, just zoned out, zombied. I've never taken Xanax, but I've been around people that are on that, and a lot of people, rappers take it, blah blah blah, and there's public perception. I'm just basing off of that. Really zombified. I couldn't communicate well. I couldn't. I was trying to make some art, and I couldn't. It's almost like I couldn't remember how to do things on there, and it just really made me super freaked out, because one, couldn't do my podcast because I couldn't communicate well, and two, couldn't do my art. So my podcast, my art, and communication, and my creativity and personality, it's my whole life. So if that's taken away, so I was like super scared. So I only took one, that never again. And my doctor told me, he's like, it could just be, or that sometimes is very normal. The they call it side effects, or I don't know what they call it, but it's just like the first, few days, weeks, you could have these weird side effects, which now I know just could be part of the bargain. You know what I mean? If I want to feel better, then that's just how you know, that's just what I'll have to deal with. So, um, so, so yeah, uh, oh yeah. And it kind of made me realize, because I wasn't taking strictly depression medication. I was taking depression and OCD medication, so maybe that had to do with it, but who knows? But basically, it made me realize at the time, I'm like, well, the good things about me are also some of the bad, or so the bad things about me, bad things are also some of the good things about me. And at the time, it was a lot more clear because obviously it just happened. But now I'm just going off of what I thought at the moment. I can't exactly give you like specific things that I thought at the time. I could, but now I'm forgetting. So, but now I'm like, do whatever the frick you can to me, Doc, because I am messed up. It is terrible. So, now that I got that out, let's talk about